this time I'm going to talk to you about why street art is very important. So I'm convinced that not all ideas and forms of expression could be put into books, words, or framework. Art is a very important tool that we have as humans to express complex thoughts, emotions, and feelings. But I feel art should be available to everybody and should have an impact in our everyday life. So now that with the pandemic, I feel there's a lot of people willing to share a lot of thoughts and emotions and do it in a very creative way. Before I get into that, I'm going to share with you some cool graffiti art I've seen around Tbilisi city. So as you can see, Graffiti Spawn open, available to everyone, and ignites street life and urban life. The problem with graffiti is sometimes associated with vandalism, and if they catch you spraying a wall, you can actually go to jail. So how can we counteract this problem? I think using tech. So there's some interesting examples of basically using social networks to enhance street art life. There's this cool artist called Elixir Elliott, and he basically in one of his talks made an open call, creating a hashtag on Instagram called "Don't Know It's Art," and basically asked all his followers to basically just take a photo of some cool piece of art or building or something they find beautiful and share it. Another interesting piece of technology is obviously AR and VR. Google launched an interesting service called Tilt Brush. So with this service, you can basically do 3D paintbrushing using the Oculus and VR glasses. They have several of them you can use. So imagine you can open this protocol for people to actually do 3D paintbrushing and tag it in some cool location around the city. So this is the mix of VR and reality, intermixing art. Another form of very interactive street art is project mapping. I had the chance to see it when I was in Riyadh in Saudi Arabia, and basically they projected amazing images into this super cool castle. So project mapping is still reserved to some artists, so it's not open just to the general public to create animations and they show them in public buildings. So this is the potential of project mapping, and basically crowdsource it for people to create virtual images and project it onto buildings. Is a really great idea. So these are definitely very interesting technologies that they mix the virtual and the real to create art. The problem is they all work in sort of isolation. So the way I envision like this new network is by basically combining more technologies like software, hardware, and social networks into one piece, and basically allow people to share their artwork and creations and tag them into their cities or buildings and or public areas, and basically the art being available to everybody anytime, anywhere. So this is just an idea that I wanted to share with you because I have many thoughts in my mind. So you thought this was interesting and useful, just make sure you subscribe and please share your comments because I would like to start a discussion.